If you see someone wearing glasses like these, it's a strong indication they are a left-wing lunatic with low intelligence. They think the glasses make them look smart when they are far from it. And this proves my point.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
The House Oversight Committee released documents which showed Democrat Stacey Plaskett receiving instructions via text from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein during a high-stakes congressional hearing. So with Democrats under the spotlight, Jasmine Crockett hit the floor with a response that stopped the room cold and rewrote the headlines. Republicans fired back, making Crockett's comments even more controversial. But Crockett, needing the last word, took to the media and said something so unexpected it left everyone stunned.
Who also took money from somebody.
Someone wearing glasses like these, left-wing lunatic with low intelligence.
Who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly. Mitt Romney, the NRCC.
You sure about that?
Lee Zeldin, George Bush.
You sure about that?
Win Red, McCain Palin.
You sure about that?
Rick Lazio.
You sure about that?
President Trump, he signed the bill ordering the release of the Epstein files. That has not stopped Democrats from throwing out some truly wild Epstein theories. For example, Jasmine Crockett, your favorite, claimed that notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein donated to Lee Zeldin. Whoopsie daisy. Turns out that was a different guy with the same name. He's actually just a random doctor in New York somewhere. Oh, really? Here with reaction to all this, the man himself, Lee Zeldin, is with us. They sprung this on us in real time. Well, in real time, we learned that Hakeem Jeffries was asking this convicted felon for money on multiple occasions. Not Lee Zeldin. Your reaction?
Right. Well, so the reason why Jasmine Crockett would go to the floor in the first place and be lying is because she's done it a lot in the past and they get away with it. So the thought is you take the cheap shot. There's not going to be any pushback, and it's a free hit on the right to change the narrative. The problem is that you better come at us with facts and truth, or you're going to end up regretting it. In this case, they say there's no picture of the donor, Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's true on FEC.gov, but what it does say for occupation is that this person was a physician. What it does say is the date of the donation, and the date of donation was after that other Jeffrey Epstein was already dead.
You talked about Republicans taking money from a Jeffrey Epstein. Here's what you said. You mentioned Lee Zeldin there. He's now a cabinet secretary. He responded and said it was actually Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, who's a doctor that doesn't have any relation to the convicted sex trafficker. Unfortunate for that doctor, but that is who donated to a prior campaign of his. Do you want to correct the record on the people that...
Listen, I never said that it was that Jeffrey Epstein. Just so that people understand, when you make a donation, your picture is not there.
Are you serious?
And because they decided to spring this on us in real time, I wanted the Republicans to think about what could potentially happen, because I knew that they didn't even try to go through the FEC. So my team, what they did is they Googled. And that is specifically why I said a Jeffrey Epstein. Unlike Republicans,
Bullshit.
I at least don't go out and just tell lies.
What?
I at least don't go out and just tell lies. Because it was not the same one, that's fine. But when Lee Zeldin had something to say, all he had to say was it was a Jeffrey Epstein. He admitted that he did receive donations from a Jeffrey Epstein, so at least I wasn't trying to mislead people.
What?
Now, have I dug in to find out who this doctor is? I have not.
Why?
So I will trust and take what he says, is that it wasn't that Jeffrey Epstein, but I was not attempting to mislead anybody.
You can defame a public figure like Lee Zeldin if you can prove that you made a false statement about him and it was made either with malicious intent, that it was made with malicious intent, meaning disregard of the truth, reckless disregard of the truth. That will do it. You knew it was true or untrue, or you were recklessly careless about whether it was true or not. That's what she just did. The only thing protecting her from a massive lawsuit is the fact that she did it on the House floor.
I literally had maybe 20 minutes before I had to do that debate.
What a prick.
Yeah, but people might see that and say, well, you're trying to make it sound like he took money from
I did not know.
A registered sex offender.
No, but I literally did not know. When you search FEC files, and that's what I had my team to do, I texted them and I said, listen, we're going up. They are saying that she took donations.
Right, but someone might say, well, your team should have done the homework to make sure it wasn't the convicted sex trafficker.
Within 20 minutes, you could not find.
The nerve. I only had 20 minutes. We didn't know. That's why you don't say something like that publicly, you absolute cretin.
That out, not from just doing a quick search on FEC.
Crockett is a lawyer. She's a lawyer. If a lawyer is able to do anything, it would be to know exactly what you're talking about when you pull somebody's FEC reports, Federal Election Commission reports. That is like the very basic thing that you would be capable of doing. Jasmine for US is disastrously wrong here. None of these donors are the Jeffrey Epstein. Several are from the same Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, and the donations to Lee Zeldin are from after the Epstein killed himself.
So number one, I made sure that I was clear that it was a Jeffrey Epstein, but I never said that it was specifically that Jeffrey Epstein.
My staff did the research that her staff did, and we did it in less than 25 minutes. And Romney, Bush, the NRCC, WinRed, no one took Epstein money. It checks out. She's dumb. She knows her staff is dumb. That's why she gave herself an out. So she lied. And only in politics can you lie and get away with it. Actually, the better liar you are, the farther you go.
Now, why would Jasmine Crockett go on CNN and what happened last night? Well, that's just about doubling down on stupid. That was a word salad that makes Kamala Harris sound like William Shakespeare. What happened on that CNN appearance was just an embarrassment in trying to clean up something where everybody knows common sense is that you're just supposed to own up to it. You made a mistake, you got called out for it. She didn't expect to get called out for it, but again, if you're coming at us, you better come at us with truth and facts, because we're going to push back.
Then she said this.
I'm sorry, but we don't have ethical rules that say that you can't receive text messages or you can't respond to text messages, especially if somebody has a certain record and you can't do it in committee. We all be sitting on our phones. And yes, people be texting. The audacity to decide that you want to strip a black woman.
Did you get your race card? Ever leave home without
Of her committee assignment because she was texting with Epstein.
You absolute fucking prick.
What's more concerning? Crockett's outright falsehoods, her comments about Stacey Plaskett texting convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, or the larger issue, why Democrats who spread disinformation face no accountability.